welcome to the Healing Hour. And this is your host, Tyhson Banighen, the Energy Detective, and I'm here for you for the next hour to answer all your dowsing and energy healing questions. The way to get your answers is you phone in toll-free in North America, 1-866-369-7464, and the number should be on your screen. If you're phoning in internationally, what you're welcome to do, you come in through WhatsApp. It's 1-250-803-2480, which is my cell phone. You can also text me. You can also, if you're on Facebook and watching the show there, you can type in comments on the Wellness Academy and hopefully we'll pick them up. But better yet is just to phone in toll free and receive a clearing or a healing. So lots happening, busy week. And lots happening here in the gardening area. So we've got our potatoes in, and Garden Like a Guru show is moving ahead. I'm really excited that we now have a demonstration garden and get an opportunity to learn how to do this from the garden guru herself, Sarah Bradshaw. And so people are actually coming out to the garden and taking a tour and seeing how they can apply it to their garden and wanting to participate in the show, which is, by the way, is 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard today. So every Monday is the Garden Like a Guru show. And also you can catch us on YouTube. It will be live there as well, or on the Wellness Show or Wellness Academy on Facebook are two places that you can catch it live. For all the past shows, you can head over to the Wellness Academy YouTube channel, and you'll find that there's a whole listing just for the Garden Guru show, and you can watch it there. And we can maybe put the link for that in underneath wherever we post the video today or the show. So yeah, so all of the videos are there. And of course, if you want more contact with Sarah and ask her questions about your garden, you can join the Garden Circle at $33 a month, and you get some freebies there. You get a reduced rate on the seeds that you can order. You also get the gardening journal. Here's the journal here. You get that at a reduced rate as well. And you also get the gardening calendar as well, so that you can plant according to the lunar cycle, as well as to what's happening in astrologically. So there's days to plant, there's days not to do anything in the garden, there's leaf days, there's root days, there's pruning days, all sorts of different days. So when you go and do things in the garden according to the calendar, you probably will get something like a 30% increase in productivity. So it's worth your while to pay attention to that. I know Sarah was saying when we were talking about potatoes that if we put the potatoes in at the wrong time, you're going to have knobs on potatoes. They're going to look really, really strange. I think that was in Virgo. I can't remember exactly what it was. So different times are better or not so good for different plants. So having this information in the form that you can understand it in a astrological calendar is really, really helpful. So you can get the best out of your garden with the minimum amount of effort. All right, so that's the Gardening Guru show. Hope you're going to come and join us. And of course, you can also do the Inner Garden Circle, which is $99 a month. And that way you get to consult with the Garden Guru herself, Sarah Bradshaw. And also you get the calendar and you get the journal for free. And I think you get really good deal with the seeds as well. I can't remember. I think it's 20% off. And you get to consult with Sarah about what you want to learn with regard to your own calendar. So today's show, if you happen to be phoning in or you're actually listening to the show, I have a very special deal. I'm announcing my brand new program, Laser Focus Coaching. So if you want to know more about that, phone in and I'll talk about it. And I have a special deal for anybody who does phone in and ask about it that I will be offering for those that want to know about it. So it's a way to work with me. I know many, many people are in crisis at this time with so much going on. Societies worldwide are in crisis. Everyone is experiencing high levels of stress. And as an empath, which are most people that tune into this show, you feel it all. It feels like the world is totally upside down. It's all too overwhelming. It certainly is for me, and I'm sure it is for you. So this is you, and your mind is spinning out of control, and you really want to now have an opportunity to do the deep clearing protocol, or maybe you've already done it, but it just isn't sticking. It's not you're not getting the results. You're not fully grounded 24/7, 365, or you just feel out of sorts, or things are just not the way you want to. Then there's two ways that you can get involved. One is you can join the new deep clearing protocol mastermind, which is about to be launched on the new moon on the 11th. Come and join us for that. It's $333, and you get to work with Michael and Darlene Turner. For the first week, you do the 464 questions or clearing statements together as a group, and then you'll be helped all the way through for 1 month, or what, actually for one lunar cycle, to help clear you up. If you need extended help, maybe you've done that and you still are in stress periodically or need some assistance, I've created the laser focus coaching where you get to work with me 15 minutes, right? And 15-minute increments. And I'll give you homework. And when you've done the homework, you can come back and book a next session. So to work with me normally, it would be $997 a month to work with me. So that's $12,000 a year to work with me one-on-one. I'm offering the laser focus coaching for the price of 1 month, which is $997. You get to work with me for 1 year. So unlimited calling. As long as you do the work, you'll get the results. You can phone in anytime. It's in priority order, and I'll get back to you. Know that if I can't get back to you right away and you need a clearing, I'll be doing a remote healing or a remote clearing on you. I'll get back to you, see what's happening, check you out, get you back on, get you back on track, and then give you the homework, which will probably do more clearing. And then you do that, and then you get back to me for your next session. So that's the laser focused coaching. You get really good results for the year. And if you, for the first five people either on this show or the first five people that get to me and sign on, they're going to have a special deal where I'm offering it at a very reduced rate. So if that's you and you want to find out what that reduced rate is, you need to phone in toll free in North America, and the lines are open 1-866-369-7464. And if you're watching this remotely, remember I'm here every 1 p.m. Pacific time every Monday. I know the healing hour has been moved around in different times and different zones. So we're going to be here at this time for an extended period of time. So this is the way to get your free opportunity to work with me and get you back on track. So that was a laser focused coaching. I'm just going to go over and to see if I can we'll see what's happening in the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group. I did have it open, for some reason it is closed. So we'll see if we can go over there now and open it up, and then I'll share the screen. So don't forget, the way to reach me is you phone in toll free in North America, 1-866-369-7464, or WhatsApp, which is my cell phone, 1-250-803-2480. So we're just going to go over the Dowsing and Energy Healing Facebook group, and then we'll share a screen and see what's happening in that group here. So we're at 4,300 members and lots of activity and people answering questions for each other. So I really like that. It's really nice when people help each other through by answering each questions for each other. So let me just see if I can get over to Zoom. Somewhere there's Zoom here. All right, okay. Going to share the screen. All right, you should be able to see the screen in front of you. So the first thing, of course, is the healing hour, announcing that it's every Monday at this time. And then later on in the afternoon at 3 p.m. is the Garden Like a Groove show. So the show time is every Monday. So if you're having trouble or have loved ones with COVID and you need a quick healing or you want to have some help, you can always send in their photo. This is a gentleman, lots happening in Mumbai and in India. They're really in crisis over this. So the deep clearing protocol is really a good way in which to raise your vibrational frequency. And I also am certified in sending instant miracles, which is a distant healing technique. And so I send that as soon as I realize that a person has a problem. I said if anybody wants to learn it, I would be willing to offer to teach them. I have some interest from India, but there is, because of COVID, really a lot of people are in financial problems. But as that loosens up, the way I've said it, it's $250 for me to teach you how to do instant miracle, $250 US, or 10 people, bring 10 people together at $25 and we'll do a class. So that's the way you can do it for any very inexpensively. And you too can learn how to do instant miracle technique where you can send a healing to a person in need or help them get out of stress and de-stressed and back in their body. And next is Darlene, the perspective. I know I haven't had a chance to listen to the show, but Darlene takes you through the whole meridian system of your body and connects it all to how you, when you know your meridians and how they work, how that can help create a strong immune system and how it can help speed up healing and deal with emotional crisis. So if that's something that you would like to learn about, then I really encourage you to tune into the live perspective show. And and Annette has been asking many questions. She's been doing the deep clearing for a long extended period of time, and she'd be a good candidate for the laser focused coaching because she's always got problems coming up to try and get clear. There seems to be one thing after another and after another. And I don't say that in a critical way. It's just that there's a lot of karma that needs to be cleared from this or past life, or there's a lot going on. Then we really sort of clear one layer of the onion, then we have to go deeper until we get to the very nub of it. And so sometimes it can take an extended period of time. Sometimes we're lucky we can hit the actual trauma and it can come out like a domino effect. You know, we get the lowest vibrational frequency, the toxic emotion, and we clear that, and then all the rest of it comes out like a set of dominoes. But sometimes that doesn't work, so we have to go and do one by one, which is Annette's case. So she just found another thing that she was able to clear. She says, after much overlapping was cleared, found an ancestral group of 10. They were at birth unnoticed. No courting, just came and went. It was discovered that there was a suicide and a mind fragment at an incubus, which is like an attached being, or a being actually that's created by other beings. It's more in Eastern philosophy or in the Muslim tradition or in Eastern wisdom tradition. Incubuses are created as low-level servants for those that know how to cast spells. An incubus was attached to my brain. Once this was lifted, much clearing occurred as an empath. It explained my head and neck cancer of 2018. So yeah, it's always good to work with a coach that could look at, you know, is there something in your auric field? Do you have an entity? Do you have an incubus? Do you have something that's adversely affecting you? And I know that, you know, for a while with Annette, that we made the mistake of saying, well, just get out of your story. You know, we've already gone through this and solved it. But for some people, the story, like I said, keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper. And so we have to follow the yellow brick road until we get the final solution. So apologies to you, Annette, if you're tuning in and listening to this. We'll be a little bit more considerate with you and other people that do get stuck in their story because they have to be stuck in their story because they're not getting the relief that they need. And so I have to go deeper and deeper. All right, here we have a phone call from Oregon. Welcome to the show. And who are we talking to?
Oh, hi, this is Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
So what's up?
Well, my eyesight is suddenly going. I don't know, suddenly my eyesight is getting very blurry. I don't know what's going on, and I can't get to an eye doctor because we're in lockdown.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know how to go ahead.
Well, I think one of the questions to ask, I got an echo. I don't know how to stop this. Let's see if I can turn them in. So one of the questions I would ask Let's see, how do we stop this speaker? Let me just see. Try to stop this echo. Okay, no echo. So, can you still hear me?
Yeah, the connection's pretty poor.
All right.
I live in the Himalayas and we have lousy internet here.
Right. All right. So, the first thing that you need to ask yourself is, what is it that you don't want to see? What is it that you're avoiding? So that's the big question. If you can figure that out, what it is that you're avoiding, that will help your eyesight clear, because that's the message from your body, is you don't want to see what's in front of you for whatever reason. Another thing you can do is to Google Bates, B-A-T-E-S, and do the Bates exercises. Really what they are exercises with the eyes that help relax the eyes and take the eyes out of stress so that the muscles can work correctly. But the eyes need to be relaxed. So it's just like stress in your body. Your eyesight degenerates or is not as good as it could when you're under stress. So de-stressing is really, really important for you, and you'll find your eyesight coming back. Certainly I find that if I do the Bates exercise, I don't have to wear my glasses, or I can see a lot clearer without them or even with them. So that's what I suggest. So do you have any idea what it is that you don't want to see?
Well, not really. I mean, I guess the world situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you having any arguments with your family or something?
I actually live in a pretty insulated place. I mean, in spite of the fact that we're in a lockdown and all this stuff, I actually live in a pretty good situation.
Yeah, so do I. Aren't we blessed?
Yeah, I feel very blessed.
Yeah, I feel very blessed. So that's what I suggest to do, and also bathing your eyes and just loving your eyes, cupping your eyes and breathing, in that, rubbing your hands together. One of the Bates exercises, rubbing your hands together and cupping them over your eyes and opening your eyes, even, in the darkness of the cupped hands, and just feeling the energy go into the eyes. It will relax the eyes. Have you know anything about tapping?
Yes.
About tapping. Okay, there's certain exercises you can do. You could just Google tapping for the eyes, and that will help as well. And then Google Bates, and that will help do that. I know we have a healer on the line. I'm just going to see. So, Devora, why don't you jump on, and do you have any insight? Devora, could you want to unmute yourself? Do you have any insight, Devora?
Hi, Tyson. I thought you handled that very well. I really liked the intuitive question that you asked. I don't have anything to add at this time.
All right, we can't seem to get her right now. So that's the best I can offer. Hopefully that was helpful.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye for now. All right, so back over here, and the lines are now open, 1-866-369-7464. And we're still on the screen for the Dowser energy healing, looking at what sort of questions are being asked there and seeing if anybody has any questions that they need answered. So let's just bring Devora on for a minute here. So I'm just going to stop the screen sharing. So Devora, did you have any insights in with that lady? Can't hear you, just a second.
So are we live?
We are live. You are live. You are done.
Yeah. What I shared with you is that I thought that your insights were very, very intuitive, and I loved the direction of the question that you were heading towards, because physical illnesses are, as we know, they're an extension of our emotional and spiritual bodies. And so, yeah, asking the question about, what has she been paying attention to? What is she not paying attention to? Is that's the direction I would have gone. So, and I sent her blessings for healing. So, yeah.
Great. So why don't you introduce yourself? Who are you and where you're from? We've worked together, so I know who you are.
Yeah, Tyson, love you, Tyson. I'm
You too.
Deborah. I'm from Long Island, New York. I currently live in Israel, in the Holy Land, and yeah, we're here at a high vibration here, which is very it's very a big honor to live in this part of the world. Um, and I support ambitious women to connect to their divine, to their divinity, to so that they can make their impact without stress and overwhelm. Because coming from my own background, Harvard graduate, perfectionist, ambitious and high achieving person, I burnt out and hit rock bottom. I had multiple sclerosis for 10 years, and through that healing process, I really developed a desire to help women avoid that, avoiding burning out, and so that's where I'm at, holding divine space for ambitious women to heal.
That's really wonderful. I know when we've done sessions together, we've had a few opportunities to do that. There's some magic that happens when the two of us are doing a healing. So if you're lucky enough, because she happens to be here and phoning in, you can get a double whammy from both of us. The number is 1-866-369-7464. There's something that magically happens when we work together. At least that's my experience. People seem to clear faster and do a deeper work. So we also did the Mastermind, helping empaths get back on track with their business, which was a fun program to do as well. And I know that you've moved on to other things, but working with empaths is something that you've been really focused on as well as working with women, right?
Yeah, and Tyson, it's always so special to work with you, and I really do love the synergy that happens when we're working together. I'll never forget that one master class that I gave where I was leading a healing, and everybody just had super accelerated supernova healings because you were in the room like that dowsing rod that you are. That's so incredibly electric.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe I was just grounding. So, you can call me back at any time to do that. I'll be the silent guy who being the grounding in the room. But yeah, that seemed to really work that time. It was very exciting to experience just the synchronicity that occurs when two people like you and I somehow just gel in a way in which is, well, I guess two or more gathered in my name, there am I. Something magical seems to happen. So it was a great opportunity to work with you and do that deeper work and realize that, spirit can move through two people and really, really move things very quickly. So that was exciting. I never had that experience with anybody before. So yeah, and then when we worked together doing the empath, it didn't seem to work as well, but it worked in different ways. So I think it has, the way that we've worked the best is when we're doing a live session where the technique you were using at that time, Deborah, it was a guided meditation, wasn't it? Jog my memory.
Yeah, holding divine space, holding just being a facilitator for divine energy to come through and to scan the system on the differing levels of the DNA, atomic, subatomic, quantum levels. And I just want to, while we have that space, maybe just join with you now in some healing prayers. Right now, things are, as you mentioned, that they're very serious, in India. Also, we know Colombia is falling apart. Also in Israel today, specifically today, we're having a lot of fiery energy, literally. And so maybe we can just hold some.
All right, let's do that.
Healing.
Why don't you take us on a prayer then?
All right. So I'm just going to close my eyes to get that focus, and just opening up to the energy of the one, the creator, the orchestrator of the universe and everything that is, and just settling into that space of love, of divine mind, divine love. Just connecting with all of the hearts that are in your community, beautiful souls that you're leading and sharing with. And connecting with all the people here in my part of the world that are struggling and are yearning and desiring so much to see and witness the great, more and more of the great awakening, more and more of the light at the end of the tunnel that is coming. And there's so much yearning and desire here, Tyhson, for that light, for the ultimate revelation of the divine in the world. So just holding space for that. Would you like to add anything, Tyhson?
Well, I just feel so calm and blissed that I just like to hang out here for a while. But yeah, for all of those people that are really caught in the drama of what's happening on the planet now, I would just encourage you to let go. This is I think the biggest lesson for all of us is to surrender there and stop trying to figure it out. Stop trying to make sense of it. Stop trying to convince anybody that they should do this or do that, and relax, let go, and so that you can receive the guidance that is your birthright, so that you will know that you are in the right place at the right time, irrespective of what you're being told by your government or by your religion or your tradition or your culture. Know that there is no intercession necessary between you and your God, and that having crystal clear guidance at this time is really what we're being asked to step into. And the only way we can do that is by letting go and surrendering to the divine. And I know it's not easy at times because the ego wants to run the show and wants to figure it out and wants to be busy and wants to say we need to do this or do that, or Aunt Martha shouldn't do this or somebody shouldn't do that. And we have to let go of all those judgments of not only each other, but of ourselves. So I know you've all heard this before, but putting it into daily practice and letting go is, an ongoing process. And I encourage you to do that. When in doubt, surrender, right? Surrender to the divine. That's it.
I love that. I love that. My favorite mantra these days is thank you, God, for taking care of this.
Yes, and mine is the same. It's like, dear Divine Mother, take these thoughts of confusion or suffering or whatever, and I give them to you. Thank you. Because these thoughts only come from my ego, because my ego thinks it wants to be in control. And when I surrender, I'm in the right place at the right time, and I couldn't get it wrong even if I tried, even though it looks horrible. Whatever it is that's coming is what I need to deal with. So if I stop avoiding and just be present in the moment and give it to a Divine Mother or Source or God, then I'm surrendering and my life can have flow with more ease and grace. And as it says, yours says, Devora, ease and flow, soul, right?
That's right. That's right. And a lot of energy is cleared. I feel like skies have cleared up overhead, even though it's almost midnight. A lot of light is shining above. I so appreciate being here with you and sharing this space, Tyhson.
Yeah, well, thanks for dropping in, and I really appreciate it. And feel free to come anytime. And, we might be doing a wellness show coming up so we can let people know more and more detail what your latest programs are and how you're in service to the women who are ready to make the next quantum jump in their lives, right?
Thanks, Tyhson. Yeah, looking forward. Be blessed.
Yeah, so you can stick around in the background if you want and see what shows up, if anybody does. Or if it's midnight there, you might want to pack it in and go nighty-night. So it's up to you, my dear.
Okay, great.
All right. Thanks for showing up. All right, the lines are open, 1-866-369-7464, toll free in North America, waiting for your call. I know somebody was phoning in the last time we were talking and didn't phone back, so the lines are open. Feel free to phone in and receive a clearing or a healing or a blessing. So yeah, that's it. We're here. So, and don't forget, this afternoon is Garden Like a Guru. And why is that important? Because food security is becoming a real issue on this planet, especially with COVID. The transportation of food products and even the growing of food is becoming more questionable, more of a difficulty. So, learning how to take care of yourself, your own, manage your own food sources, healthy and vitamin rich food, and from your garden, it will help boost your immune system and deal with COVID or any other virus or disease or disorder. So, staying healthy and out of stress is really what this is all about. And staying in the divine flow and receiving crystal clear guidance is really the name of the game. So, and also, we're really blessed, and I know Devorah is blessed too, in having a family that's supportive, and not only her own family, her husband and her children, but also her extended family too. So, this is a time, if you can't meet them with in person, fortunately, we do meet in person. We have a communal dinner tonight. We try and get together once a week and share bread, which I think is really, really a sacred act and brings us together in community. But if you can't do that, really organize something on Zoom. It's important to have that community of like-minded people to feel supported at this time of great stress and duress. And don't forget, this is always, what can I say? The thunder and rain and the storm before the clearing, right? I think we're getting there. My intuition says we are on our way. I think the light is rising on the horizon. I feel that it's not too much longer. So hang in there. It could get worse before it gets better, but inevitably the light will return to the planet and there will be better days ahead. So stay in, what can I say? Stay in your heart. Have hope. Um, be grounded and be blessed. All right, lines are open, 1-866-369-7464. If you want to leave a message if you're on the Wellness Academy Facebook page, you can leave a message there or ask a question. In the meantime, I will go over and see what's happening in the dowsing and energy healing. All right, so I'm going to share the screen again. So scrolling down here, close your eyes as we scroll. The Garden Guru Show really talked about that. What do we got here? Yeah, cosmic upgrades to your bioenergy field. All the more reason to do the deep clearing protocol to make room for the new cosmic energy upgrades with less trauma release being necessary. Here's my friend Debbie. Hi, Debbie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm surviving, coming out of losing my partner and refinancing this and that, and yeah, really reorganizing my life. But we got the garden planted. And how are you and the horses?
We're good. We're good. It's already very hot here. Just been working, trying to get the ranch going. We've had 3 weeks of sick dogs, which kind of stinks.
Oh, wow. What did they have?
Yeah, one recovered, and the other one, she had internal bleeding. Really
oh, my goodness.
I fixed her up, and then the other one, I think she got bit. Actually, I'm going to take her to the vet tomorrow to get her neck drained because I'm thinking a spider or she's got a piece of cactus stuck in it. And then I don't know if you remember little Joey, we did surgery on his knees. So he's been poorly off and on for a month. But he's such a fighter. He just keeps hanging on. He got up and he doesn't eat for a couple of days, and he gets up and eats and lays down and snore. I give him a little massage every day, a couple times a day, and do work on him. And he's a little fighter. The dog has survived a lot of stuff, I can tell you. But, I totally forgot you were on at 1 o'clock on Monday. I just happened to sit down at the desk and it popped up. So I'm pretty stoked.
Well, yeah, this is where I am regularly now, so you can put it into your schedule. So these are all rescue dogs that you're working with, right?
Yeah.
And are you being able to find them homes?
No, I keep them.
You keep them?
Yeah, we have about, oh God, maybe 18 animals right now.
Wow.
And we lost another pup. I got Tyla. You remember Tyla? She's named after you and Laura.
Yeah.
But we have her sister. She's Tia. She's the one with the lump on her throat. And
Yeah.
then we lost another one that was related to them last summer. She got parvo. Thank God the other dogs didn't get it. And then another one about a month ago, she had parasite infection that couldn't get rid of. It's just weird how it's kind of like the luck of the draw. Having
Right.
so many animals and working on them, it's just like, my neighbor had 7 puppies, only one got parvo this died.
Wow.
The other 6 didn't get it. Who knows,
Right.
I think, God has a plan for all of us, or the universe, whatever you believe in. It's like, you can't change it.
That's right. He has a
Yeah.
plan for all of us. Dogs, cats, animals,
Yeah.
horses, everything. So the horses are rescued too, right?
Yes, they are. We got another one since I've talked to you, I think.
Yeah.
He came from an auction, basically, / kill pen in Texas. He's a little, he's a pony, bigger than a mini, but a little bit smaller than a Shetland. Super cute. He's a chocolate palomino. He was starved, so he likes to eat a lot, so that's been a little bit rough, but trying to get him not to eat so much. And he's kind of blind in one eye. Someone hit him with the shovel. You can see where it split his eyelids open, and it's they always have their story.
Right.
And so we have the three of them, 3 horses. One's from Montana, and then we have one that's from out here, the paint. And then 8? I think we have 8 dogs.
Yeah.
I lose track. 7 cats. We did lose the cat. It ran off, I guess, or the coyotes had it.
So if you head over to my Facebook page, you can see that Michael, who's on the show here in the background, making it happen. We go out every Friday and try and I try and make it every Friday, but don't make it all the time. And we work with rescued horses. They're rescued from the slaughter. I don't know how many there are that they have now. I think they're like 27 horses. So we're out there working with them. Some are right off the range, off the First Nations range. They round them up and take them in for the slaughter, and they get rescued and then try and find homes for them. So that's
there's quite a few, and I always tell people, I'm like, horses can live to be in their 40s. Don't get one unless you plan to make it a lifelong commitment.
Exactly.
And you can't ride them in their 40s. I'm sure there's some that you can ride in their 30s, because I actually know people who have 30-year-old horses that are still rideable, but that's kind of rare,
Yeah.
But I mean, and the ponies, they even live longer,
Right.
And I think, like, here in California, the average stabled horse probably makes it to their late 20s, if that. If they don't get found, or they call it, but it's pretty sad. We have our wild horse plight out here. They're calling 40,000 Mustangs to make room for cattle, which kind of sucks. But being a vegan, I don't. I mean, I feed my dog cat's meat because they're supposed to eat it. It's pretty sad what goes on in the equine world. People don't really know.
No.
There's so many unwanted horses. Down here they take them to Mexico. I live about 2.5 hours north of Mexico, I think.
And what do? You use them for food down there?
Yeah, Mexico is the only country that will take horses from the States, because they overdrag and over-vaccinate our horses. And then where you're at in Canada, your draft horses go to Japan. I don't know if you're aware of that, but they go and buy the plane loads. It's really sad.
And they're slaughtered for meat, are they?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Are they slaughtered for meat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think all countries eat horses except for the States. you know, and I think even like probably up in the Dakotas, they probably eat horse meat, you know, or Wyoming, those northern states that border you guys.
Yeah.
It's sad, you know. I get people messaging me all the time, can you take my horse? I'm like, no. You know, one thing you have to have a boundary is like you can't take in more than what you can feed.
That's right, absolutely.
I shouldn't take in more than what you can take care of. You know, I only have 5 acres.
Right.
You know, but I have a lot of animals for 5 acres. Maintain my ranch by myself. You know, when I'm worn out, I've been worn out because of the dog.
Right.
The first time I got sick, I was up, you know, every 2 hours rotating revenings. But
well, maybe we should do a clear. Maybe we should do a clearing for your farm right now.
Well, you could. That would be fabulous.
All right, so let's do a clearing for your.
Help with Joey's sickness. I don't know what's wrong with it, except he's pretty old. We're thinking he's 12 to 14 years old. You can't really age him because he doesn't have a teeth. But he's a tough little guy. He's gone through a lot. You know.
So what's been happening on that property before you were there? Because there's a lot of trauma on that property.
Yeah, there is. I've actually had it clear. I do have friends who like yogi masters that from India who've cleared it, and I think, well, I don't know if you remember all the crap going on, but I let all that stuff go. I just liberate myself from it. I'm done. I was angry, but on the other hand, I was like very liberated from it, so that was a good thing. And you know, besides the mortgage, I'm debt free, which is really nice.
That is great.
In that situation, yeah, for sure. And my goodness, you know, I don't do that many sessions because I don't have time.
Right.
You know, I do 5 to 10 sessions a month that takes care of the animals and feed and, you know, herbs and things.
And so what sort of sessions are you doing?
I do my energy work sessions. I'm like a Jane of all trades. I'm probably certified in 40-something years and I don't know, 30 or 40 things.
You just work your magic.
I just do whatever I'm kind of guided to do. I do like to specialize in equine health and behavior. Yeah. So most of my clients are horses. Yeah. I do all the rescue. I do all the rescues for free. Yeah. And because they're all struggling too, really bad this past year with the COVID. People just aren't donating them. But I'm happy that I actually reach out. I say, hey, can I help you with this horse you're having issues with? I get like the wonderful feedback. And nothing's 100%, but I make, put 110% into the best I can.
Right.
For sure. But just like we all do.
Yeah, I'm gonna clear your land because you got a lot of geopathic stress going on in the land. So it's probably something that maybe has been cleared before but needs to be cleared again. I'm just gonna check and see what it. So it's got a huge impact on the health of everybody on the land. So it's a negative 25. So I'm just gonna work my magic right now. I'll do a short clearing using the words that come through me. So it'll go like this. So I'm spinning my pendulum counterclockwise. So I, Tyhson Banighen, in my I am presence, undertake a clearing of all and clear and to transfigure, heal, and repair all geopathic stress running through the property. Could you name the property or describe where it is? Just the address.
The address?
Yeah, sure.
The address?
Yeah.
392 Rippon Avenue, Yucca Valley, California.
All right.
I'm in the Mojave Desert.
All right, so we're going to take that clearing and clear through all geopathic stress, transform, translate, transfigure, heal, and repair all geopathic stress at that address. And I clear throughout all times, dimensions, throughout the multidimensional levels of reality. And I'm going to clear any human interaction from any trauma in this or any lifetime that may adversely affect that land. Okay, and I declare and the animals. Yeah, well, if I clear the land, it will clear the animals. But yeah, and all the okay. Let's clear. Okay, that's great. So clear the land of all geopathic stress and any human trauma induced or trapped in the land. And then we're going to clear all the patriarchal lineages of all the animals and all of the caretakers that they've had to endure or deal with. We're going to clear all that and all the karma or miscommunication or stress or duress or lack of love. We'll clear all of that so that they can reconfigure to the original divine blueprint and heal. And I declare it so in my holy name, so be it. It is done. Thank you. I'm just going to let the pendulum spin, and then I'm just going to check in quite a bit of activity going on here. Just show people here. It is doing this thing on its own. Okay.
You know, my ranch is in between the 29 Palms Marine Base, which is the largest base in the world in the desert,
Yeah.
and the San Andreas Fault.
Yeah.
I'm in between.
Wow. Yeah.
There's a lot of geopathic stress always. We have a lot of like UFO stuff coming on.
Right.
Who knows what goes on base?
Yeah, exactly. Well, there was a lot was having a negative 25% impact on the health of everybody on the land. So I'm just going to check now and see if we're clear in the moment. So yeah, so you do have the deep clearing protocol, right?
Oh yeah, I have the upgrades too. It's awesome.
Okay, so if you could do weekly, if you could just do the short form, but do it related to geopathic stress. So when it says da 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 da, open the bracket, close bracket, put in, and I clear all geopathic stress in and around or passing through the property and surrounding area, right?
Yeah.
And do that at least once a week and bring it to zero. Because you're right, the San Andreas Fault is just full of human trauma, right? Think of it going through Los Angeles, San Francisco, you know, all of the COVID energies running in it. So, you know, you're going to be doing everybody a favor by clearing it, but you'll need to keep doing it because it's just like a river. Well, actually, a flash flood of toxic emotions because everybody's in so much fear, right? Coming that fault line. So clear.
Yeah, they pretty much developed all the way around it as far up as I can look on a map.
Yeah.
Even out here, Desert Hot Springs is built right on the fault, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
At least I'm about maybe 10 or 15 miles east of it. But even like I know a lot of the water up because we have well water, not our own well, but we have a small company up here that just services part of the high desert. And
right.
The water is contaminated. Like we've had to close off the wells because of uranium and arsenic.
Wow.
Ours, we're just under the levels, like for chromium and lead. So I have filters on everything. You know, I buy bottled spring water. I don't know how much cleaner it is, but I don't like our water up here. And the horses' water's filtered, so I have minerals back to it. But,
well, I have a great product for you, for your horses and everything. As we move forward, we're just working on a U.S. distributor called hypochlorous acid. It cleans up all viruses and all internal problems for animals and wildlife and wild stock. And it's it really reduces vet bills to zero. It's got a 99.9 kill rate, and it's totally benign to animals and humans, right? It smells like a little bit like chlorine, but it has no toxic aspect to it whatsoever. So getting that into drinking water would really help you clean things up, right?
Yeah.
So I'll let you know.
Sell that on your site?
Yeah, well, we're just working. We're just putting it up now, and we're arranging for a U.S. distributor because right now we can't ship from Canada to the U.S. So we're coming up with a Canadian distributor, but putting that into the water for the animals to drink will really, really help. But don't forget to bless all of your water with 995, right?
Oh, okay. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, do that, please, right? And you can also, do the short clearing. I remove all heavy metals, toxic, blah, 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 from this water, right?
Yeah.
And maybe put it over your water tank or or your wire well or your in pipe or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I should do all that too. But I mean, I'm kind of working on getting out of California. Obviously, we talked about that last year too. Um, so I think we might end up in Northwest Houston area again.
Right.
It's pretty nice over there, but it's just, I don't know, it's California. It's just, the mass consciousness, it's affecting everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, it didn't bother me, and then a couple months ago, it all hit me. I was like, no.
Well, just think that you're on a geopathic telephone line there, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah, it's sort of like, and I don't wear a mask, and I'll go to town. People look at me like I have leprosy or something. I just like, trust me, you're not going to get what I have. I'm nothing contagious, and they just, my kids that live with me and the grandkids, and they're like, "Where's your mask?" I guys have a medical mask, which I do actually, but it's just this people, and they walk away from you, and I'm just like, stop already.
Right.
I actually went to the Apple store to go buy a computer in December.
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me in. They said I have to shop from outside, and it was and then the kids that kept stepping back, and I'm hard of hearing, so I kept leaning forward to hear what he was saying with his mask on. And he's like, "You need to step back." And then so the manager's now, she stuck her hand in my face, said, "You need to back up." I said, "You need to either take off the mask and see what read your lips," or I said, she's like, "We're not letting you start." Yeah, I said, "Well, I want to buy a computer." So I'm going to spend like $2,000, right? They would not let me in the store. And I said, I've been a Mac person for 35
Right.
years. Between my huge family of 6 children and adult grandchildren and stuff, we all had iPhones and iPads, MacBook Pros, blah blah blah. Yeah, it was just I got fed up with it. I think around Christmas time.
Right.
We had a good holiday. We didn't let the COVID. We're just carrying on as usual. I go by, hey, nobody there. And I'm like, we're on horses all day. And talk to.
Well, I think we have the same attitude. We have the same attitude here. We're a non-masked people, but if we go to town, it's a whole different world out there. Well, thanks for phoning in. It's great to get caught up with you. I think we need to open the lines in case somebody wants to phone in.
I miss you guys a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I just happened, I guess it was meant to be.
Yeah, it is.
Like, hey, there's Tyson.
Right. So great to connect with you.
I'll check in again, and maybe Joey will pull through this little mess that he's in. I don't know what's up with him, but he's hanging in there.
All right,
He's
Debbie.
a little guy. So.
Yeah. Thank you.
You take care, and thank you for everything you do. You're just a blessing to all of us, for sure.
Thank you. All right, bye for now.
Bye-bye.
All right, so lots of news on horses and rescuing horses from slaughter, and how we really have to raise our consciousness. If you have a horse that you're taking on a life commitment, 40 years or more. So it's not something that you just want to take lightly. If you're going to have a horse, you need to take care of it. And like Debbie said, in his elder years, at 40 or 30, it's not something that you can ride. So, if you're going to be taking care of it, it would be nice if you gave it a rest, in its elder years, so that you could take care of it instead of sending to the slaughter. And talking about animals, my cat just arrived and wants some attention. So here's Josie. Say hello, Josie. So she says, where's a lap? I need a lap. So, yeah. So the animals are tuning into this as well, getting their clearing. The lines are open, 1-866-369-7464. I see Deborah's off to bed because it's midnight there in Israel. It was great to talk to her, and we have lots in common. And if you would like to work with her, she really is gifted in helping clear what's in the way, particularly for women. So give her a call and have an opportunity to work with her. What does it say? It says here 15 minutes. Yeah, we only got a few minutes to come. Karabani. Wonder what that was. Oh yeah, and hey, Michael was reminding me that the last show was on the Shikong. Whoops, got just pushed the buttons here. So if you want to, on the perspective, the last show was a free one on Qigong. So if you want to check that out and learn a little bit about Qigong and help you strengthen your immune system, that's available for you as well. So we just got a few more minutes to the top of the hour. Oh, here's Darlene jumping in at the very end of the show. Welcome. You're just catching in the tail end of the show.
I did. Well, you've been having a busy show because I was listening to it. So.
Yeah, we've been talking about horse rescuing and all that sort of good stuff, right?
Yeah, that's important.
Isn't it great that we have people everywhere, doing this type of work?
It is. I know that you've really made a difference with the one horse you were working with, that it's perked right up and come back to life, where she wasn't sure if it was going to be at the end of its life and moving into its next pasture.
Right. Well, we have a cat here too who definitely wants to be part of the show here. And it's Josie here saying I need some attention as well. So what's up in your life? Other than you've been gardening like crazy.
I have been. It's wonderful. I was just going to bring up that we have decided to do our mastermind clearing of the deep clearing protocol on the eclipse of the full moon on the 26th.
All right.
I feel that's going to be a powerful time, and that way more people can get a chance to join up, and we have a good group with it.
Okay, so that's the 26th. Okay, I'll change the gateway to in the Wellness Academy. So if you're looking for it, it's on the Wellness Academy. And you can sign up for it there. So we'll change it to the 26th. Right. Okay, great.
Okay.
And what the 26th is, what is it happening, did you say?
It's a full moon eclipse. So it's the beginning of the eclipses. There'll be 3 in a row. So it's a super powerful time too. And I also know full moon is a powerful time to do any kind of cleanse. If you're doing any parasite type cleanses and that type of stuff, it is a powerful time. So I think that's going to be a great day to do a start, and it'll be a month long, so you have support for the full month, and then brings us back to the next full moon. So
all right,
a full cycle.
Well, there you are. So we're nearly at the top of the hour, and thanks for phoning in. Any other things? Oh yeah, and don't forget we're opening the dowsing and energy healing certification program. I mean, you just remind me, because we learn about parasites and how to cleanse parasites was one of the things that was in that course as well, and why they're so active during the full moon, right?
Yeah.
We don't need parasites. All right.
No.
Trying to get rid of them. All right, thanks for phoning in.
You're welcome. Thanks, Tyson.
All right, bye for now. All right, so we're near the top of the hour, and thank you everybody for the opportunity to phone in and let other people know that we're here, same time, same place, every Monday at 1 p.m. Don't forget the Garden Guru Show is at 3 p.m. today as well, Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and meet the Garden Guru, the one and only Sarah Bradshaw, and learn about how to be the Garden Guru in your own garden. All right, that's it. Bye for now.